Hey all, it is me, Insomniac Writer, and today for Halloween, the last day of October, I am going to be previewing Trick or Treat, 2007 anthology film, which beat out, in my personal vote, sorry guys, I didn't put it on social media this time, but it beat out Creepshow 1 and 2 and the actual Halloween with Michael Myers. So sit back, enjoy. Here is Trick or Treat.
This is the one night.
Don't forget your costume.
All sorts of things. Roam free.
The Halloween School Bus Massacre.
Shh, be quiet.
Why?
You'll bother the neighbors.
Okay.
Wait. There's another tradition. Always check your candy.
Something out of me. Weird voices. Over here.
You gotta be kidding me.
I hate Halloween.
It's one of my favorite horror movies and one of the top picks, especially for this time of year. And I would probably believe that it is everyone's top 10, if not mine. No, it's definitely mine, but it's the top 10 of horror movie favorites in addition to Halloween favorites. I mean, like I said earlier, it beat out Creepshow and Halloween and so many other movies that I wanted to preview that didn't make my cut only because of the interest of time. It wasn't that the pick that I had were just stuff that, basically things that I like, and especially for Halloween and horror movies. Anyway, this is like an anthology film, so it's a bunch of short stories, and what makes this particularly shine to me is that they are all intertwined and connected by this character Sam, who is the ghost or the spirit of Halloween. And I think he's representative of Samhain, which is the Celtic god that they worship back in what's now known as Ireland. And, you know, one of the pagan deities that they just worship. But anyway, he basically is a little kid with a onesie with the footies and everything. And, you know, he has the sack on his head and he's just walking around with this big sack and this killer lollipop that's about this big, but he's bitten into half of it. It's super sharp. He has a razor blade and a chocolate bar. I mean, if you don't listen to what the rules of Halloween are, you will be visited by this guy apparently. And this kid does not like you not giving out candy, and he don't like you blowing out those jack-o'-lanterns early or taking down the decorations, which back then I guess they believed that it kept all the evil and the spirits and all that other stuff away from, you know, villagers back then. But anyway, this movie is excellent because it has great acting, enough amount of gore, enough amount of jump scares, not overly, you know, it's not Saw where it relies on just blood and gore, and it's not a jump scare movie where you're, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, jumping every 2 minutes. Like it does have some good scare moments, but they're perfectly timed. And I hate when I watch movies and it's just they rely so heavily on jump scares that you're not really into the story. You're just jumping every 5 minutes, you know, and it's like you don't even have a chance to calm down from the one jump scare, and here they go, you know, and it is not even a scary part. It's just somebody sneaking up on somebody or something dumb like that. But anyway, a lot of cameos in this movie. You have Anna Paquin from True Blood and, of course, X-Men. She played Rogue. And Suki. Then you have Brian Cox, who was also in X-Men. He played the old version of Stryker, like in the earlier X-Men 2, whatever. It has, what's the guy's name? Dylan Baker, who was in Spider-Man 2. And I was trying to remember where he was from, but he was the one in the Tobey Maguire franchise. Basically, he was the guy that had the no arm professor. It was like, you're lazy, do the work, Peter, get it together. But you know, it's him. It's a bunch of other people you recognize. I recognize one of the angels from Supernatural, the bad angel, not Castiel. Anyway, but it's just chock full of a lot of American and Canadian actors that you would recognize and see all the time. Another thing that I liked about it, like, I didn't know that it was a Canadian American mashup, but whatever they did for this movie, it worked, and it was good. It was just well played, well thought out, well acted. And what I really loved, again, was how they connected the stories. And you'll see as you're watching it how it goes back to the beginning and the end and the middle, and how each story is intertwined and connected somehow in this small little town. It's like, I would love to move there. They got the Halloween parade and everything. I mean, I wouldn't personally want to deal with little Sam walking around killing people, but he ain't got to worry about Halloween decorations in my house, because every time we put up decorations, they usually stay up there until about right before Thanksgiving. I know. I'm horrible. I'm trifling. I just look. When we decorate, we decorate. I mean, house, outside, inside, everything. But anyway, another thing that I really dug, like, one thing I wasn't crazy about was like the whole werewolf orgy at the end, and it wasn't so much like the orgy part that bothered me. Like, okay, they're sexy werewolf chicks, but I didn't really like the animatronic wolf. Like, I'm glad they didn't use CGI. I'm glad they used the actual wolf, but it just didn't look real. I mean, I would have been better off if they didn't try to show the whole werewolf, because it was like, it really looked fake. Like, I don't know if you ever seen American Werewolf in London, which was also one of my picks, which was a great movie. Like, the director, something Landis, he did a great job, especially when you see the man transform into this animal. However, the special effects of the animatronic wolf was great back then. But now, no. I've seen better graphics and better werewolf transformations in a lot of films. And that was the only thing that ate at me. Other than that, I would give the movie an A+. I mean, if anything, I think it got 4 out of 5 stars on this website, almost 7 out of 10 on IMDb. It got 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it's good. And I don't even remember this going to DVD. I mean, going to the movie theater. It was like a straight to DVD type of movie. And sometimes, like the rest of these movies that I've done so far, are those rare gems. Like, it doesn't have to be a big blockbuster for you to go check it out. You don't have to see it in IMAX or in 3D or in the theater. Sometimes some of the best movies go straight to streaming or straight to video. And this was like right before Netflix really started popping. So, you know, it was just straight to video. I don't even know how I saw this online one day, but I did. Matter of fact, I was looking for Halloween movies to play at my daughter's party. And suffice to say, if it didn't have a whole lot of nudity, like, I was cool with like one little nudie scene in the beginning. I was like, oh, you can fast forward. It's just a boy watching a porno. skip past that. But at the end, like the werewolf orgy, I was like, no, I can't play this. Cause my daughter was like 8 at the time. I don't think her friends' parents would have appreciated me showing the werewolf orgy at the end. So I was like, no, this when she get older, I could let her check it out. But anyway, great film. From the creepy old man next door to the psychotic serial killer teacher, whatever, principal, and the old man played by Brian Cox. He was the best. He probably was in it just as much as Sam, the little killer trick-or-treater ghost, deity of Halloween. His character, and I think his was the best part because Sam was about to kill him and rough him up, and then it was so funny because he learned his lesson and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna be prepared, because by the end of the night he was all bandaged up, had his arm all cast up, he was giving out candy to the kids like, I'm ready. So, that's what made me chuckle, because you see him coming to the door with the bandage on his head, giving last of the trick-or-treaters candy. The serial killer principal, creepy. And you know what? I've had teachers, not me personally, but I've seen teachers, and I and I look, I'm like, he could be a serial killer, creepy. But none of my teachers was cool. But there were some teachers that I wondered, like, just. Anyway, so aside from the werewolf orgy, then you had these kids that played this horrible prank on this little, mentally, I don't want to say retarded because that's not nice, but mentally challenged. She was kind of slow, and they picked on her and played this horrible prank. And first of all, we all know you can't play pranks like that on one centralized person. Now, I'm a prankster, and I don't mind playing pranks on people, but you can't play a prank on somebody that got issues in these types of movies. And I know they didn't know any better, but if you're going to play a prank, especially my younger viewers, on somebody, don't single a person out. These movies will show you that shit like that will come back to haunt you and get you back somehow, some way. And then at the end of the day, if it's a mentally challenged person, chances are they're going to react a little worse than a not mentally challenged person. Or they might just go into hysterics and hurt themselves or hurt you. So just lesson learned. Just chill on picking on people. If you're going to do it, pick on like a jock or something. Not that I'm condoning bullying, but yeah. Anyway, like I said, chock full of cameos. There was another story about the young couple across the street from the old man. And, the chick was like, I hate Halloween. She's blowing out the candles and everything, the jack-o'-lantern. And yeah, she learned, no, you don't do that. And she learned the hard way. And then you have the bus incident with the kids, and I always wanted to know what exactly was up with these kids that were in the, they threw them off the cliff on the bus. I wanted to know. And how bad can it be when you got a group of kids whose parents collectively wanted them to go away? Like, don't get me wrong. I know it's tough being a parent of a child in general, especially if they have some type of special needs. But damn, how bad can it be that you just want to pay somebody to off your child? Like, really? I know it's a story, but think about it. There's some sick individuals out there that really want to off their own children. And yeah. But anyway, Trick or Treat is an enjoyable anthology type movie. Like I said, it goes back and forth a lot, but not so much that you can't keep up. You're not, even if you're the slowest of the slow, you can actually follow the storyline as it goes back and forth. And I like movies like that. Kind of has that Quentin Tarantino, Pulp Fiction, which kind of goes back and forth. And, it starts from at the end of the movie, but that's the beginning of the movie. It's just, I love stuff like that. But I would say give it a whirl. As far as availability to stream, I did not see this for free anywhere online. You can rent it from Amazon, and you can rent it from, I guess, Microsoft, Xbox, whoever. They got their own movies and different places that stream to, pay and rent. However, I did not see it for free like on Netflix or Hulu or anything. That being said, if you see it, pay for it. This is one of them films, stop being cheap. You can't bootleg everybody. But if you got a hookup, hey, I ain't judging you. Anyway, it was not an easy movie to find online. That being said, one of my favorite Halloween horror movies. Definitely check it out. If you do see it online for free or not for free, watch it. Even if it ain't Halloween, this is still a fun film to watch any time of year. I suggest it anytime. But it was my Halloween pick, my top choice, the one that won Halloween night. And I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. And again, I'm sorry for not posting all the movies that I wanted to post and doing this each day, but it is not easy. It is definitely, it was harder than I assumed. But I will do a countdown of the movies that did not make my list. And it wasn't in any specific order of importance or likability or whatever. It was just I did not have the time to post a video every night. And some videos were longer than others. So anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, and I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. It's a button down there somewhere. Hit the notification button so you can, the little bell, you can get notifications. Don't forget to share, comment, again, like, share, and just keep it going. Thanks, you guys. You've been really awesome. From those on social media, on Instagram page, Insomniac_writer, as well as Twitter, also InsomniacWriter, with just the N in the front. Anyway, you guys have been awesome. Take care, and until next time, see you later.